Hello, 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 everyone. I'll give you a few seconds to come in. Okay, you guys, it has been very cold and snowing. Well, it snowed today here, and I was not home. I wasn't planning to stay out overnight, but we were out too late, and it just worked out that way. But the problem is, while being out, I was not prepared for the snow today. Oh, not fully prepared. And I had my thermos here full of hot tea on the way back, and I put it in my bag. So it's a metal thermos, and even with my gloves, well, my gloves keep my hands from being cold while holding this. Like, this keeps my hot tea hot, but it's cold while holding it in the winter, so I put it in my bag, and it's spilled all over my bag. So I'm currently drying out like my wallet, amongst other things. But yeah, that is not why we are here today. No, no, it is not. We are here to wrap up the year in tarot. Gonna add another screen in a second. But yeah, this is my 2024 tarot year in review. Sorry, my bad, guys. I used the wrong video. Okay, so that was my intro for those who are watching this on the replay. Thank you so much for coming. The plan and why I had that picture on the thumbnail, January 6th is the anniversary of my tarot content on YouTube here on this channel. And I had planned to go over my year ahead spread from last year, and I will flip through it very quickly. But that being said, we're not going to spend a lot of time on that. I plan to do the end of year tags. Definitely the end of year tarot tag by Chanel Days. And I might, if we have the time, do the end of year reflections tag. I don't remember who that's by, but I have seen some of those. And there's some overlap in the questions. So, if you are here, we can answer the questions together. And let's see. This will be the desktop. I'm currently setting up the overhead camera. Yeah, this is what I want. So you can see a little bit of that. Thus, I use my phone for this shot. In case you did not know. Oh, no, no, no. Tighten it up, buddy. Tighten it up. I'm going to stand up real quick to see what I see. What am I looking at? Oh, it's mirrored. That's why. Okay. You don't need to see my nuts. I'll show them to you really quickly. But I think we are good to go. So let's enter. Oh wait, let me turn up the sound because it's gonna get ridiculous. Hopefully hopefully you guys don't get any feedback. Let's enter the studio here. Did we go? We went. Okay. I can hear myself. It is annoying. Alright, here's my desktop. It is giving feedback. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let me see. Do we hear feedback now? I hope not. Oh wait, the mic is... Oh no, it's not muted. Okay. I think we are good to go. Alright, so as I mentioned, let me just turn this a little bit. Here's the tablet. I have a halo now. So last year I pulled these two decks together for my year ahead spread, the Linestrider Tarot and the Sacred Destinies Oracle. Those on the floor for now. I've already got the cards out. And I was kind of like, oh, well, it was a year ahead reading, and the space or the style of the Mindful Tarot, I would get closer, but I literally cannot. So please bear with me on this. And yeah, so it's like a wheel of the year, but not in a magical witchcraft or Wiccan way, I should say, the 8 spokes kind of thing. It's 12, but there's also a hub in the middle. So these were the hub cards, 2 of Wands and Security. The reason I'm not going to dwell on this is because I did not look at these at all this year. I started thinking about it maybe in October, but yeah. And then obviously today is January 6th. Last year I did this in this time and just look back at each month. I don't think I have the strength to do so, the spoons to do so, because honestly, this year was live, 2 deaths in my family. But I'll flip through the cards to show them, and we'll get to the tags. So yeah, these are the 2 hub cards, 2 of Wands and Security, making a plan, having some security makes sense to me. Oh, are we upside down? We are upside down. That was an accident, not the actual cards I pulled. When I'm live, it's hard to get closer, so bear with me, please. The January cards were 3 of Cups and Forgiveness. I'm just gonna move this so I'm not constantly playing. Very interesting, very interesting. The High Priestess and Leadership. Fascinating. This is the February cards. So that is a leadership position. These pair well together, even though I did not infuse them. The March cards were the Chariot and Delight. As I said, I didn't get time to like look back at these like I did last year. So even all at once recently. So It's something I might still do because like March was the month that my grandmother passed away just before her 81st birthday or 82nd birthday. April, I had King of Cups and Success. May, I had the Two of Swords. Ooh, Decision, Pass, and Wonders. June, I had the Four of Swords and Freedom. July, the Knight of Cups and Thriving. August, the Eight of Wands with Illumination. Very interesting. 8 for the 8th month. Okay, just making sure I'm still on track. September, the Five of Swords with Pleasure. That is something you would think would not go together, a dichotomy. October, I had the Five of Cups with Embracing. Yeah, October is the month my uncle passed away. And November, I have the Knight of Swords with Diligence. And December, just last month, I got the Four of Cups with Love. So, those were my cards for that. Okay. Like I said, I'll be doing the tarot tag, or a tarot tag next. And if you come on in, please remember to hit the like button so that YouTube can let other people know that I am interested, or you are interested. Show you other lives I have. Also let you know, let other people know that I'm live so they can join us. Okay. Where's my, the first tag we shall be doing is, as I mentioned, the end of year tarot tag by Chanel Days. I've only watched one or two other people do this. There are 12 questions, I believe. I'm just opening them on my phone here. Put that there. Turned off auto rotate. Come. Okay. So, oh, you know what, guys? I forgot a deck. I have them written down, and I still forgot one, I think. Yes, I don't see it. So, I don't have it. I don't know how I did that, but I will be right back. So much for being prepared for the live. I will be right back. If you don't have your decks, then get them ready. I am still missing. Oh, okay, I see it. It just slid under the tablet. Okay. Not okay. I'm still missing. This is the behind the scenes of a life. All right, I think I know I've got everything now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go over the questions in case you have not picked your responses yet. You can pick out your decks. You One is the deck you used the most this year. Two is a deck you didn't use at all, and why. Um, Three is your most recent addition. Four is a deck that isn't your usual style. Five is your favorite deck pairing. Six is a deck mod, bag, or accessory bought or made. Seven, your favorite deck backs. Eight, a deck with a great theme. Nine, a deck you wish existed or an out of print deck. 10, which card sums up this year as a whole. 11, tarot practice reflection. And 12, pull a card for the upcoming year or a deck you want to use next year. For the other tag, the end of year reflections, again, your most used tarot deck and your most used oracle deck. The biggest disappointment, a deck I wish I worked with more, a tarot or witchcraft book I enjoyed this year, a favorite video on my channel, and goals for my channel in 2025. So we'll see if we get to tarot reflections. I don't want this live to be too long. And remember to take breaks. If you see me do this, it's because I've strained my eyes in the last couple of weeks, and I haven't been using these bright lights as much. So it is getting to me. Okay, so back to the first question, and this is in both prompts. A deck you used the most this year, and for me, that would be the Spirit Keepers Tarot, Revelation Edition by Benabel. When I did the 22 weeks with it, I didn't finish, but I did that, and I've used it to help with Dropping 78 recently. I did use it for some past life work as well, which I think it was really great at. A little bit of spirit work. So yeah. This is the deck I use the most. It's very esoteric. It's an indie deck, and it is currently out of print now. So, but which I found out when some of my cover members were like, "That's right, we want that deck. We should get it." And then they realized they can't anymore, and I realized along with them. My most used oracle deck let me stick with the end of year tarot deck. A deck I did not use at all this year, the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. Why didn't I use it? Because I'm still studying this deck. One could say I should give up. These are the backs. Stop attempting to use a deck that was not meant for me, that is an option. But I did purchase it. And I just don't know enough about Candomblé to get some of these card references, especially the minor arcana. I'm learning though, and I will have an update for the deck study on this. I feel like there are several people looking for me to do the work so they can figure it out from my deck study videos on this. I can't teach you Candomblé because I don't practice it, but yeah. A lot of the study is learning what all of these things are so that I can put them in context to tarot. So yeah, that's the deck I didn't use at all this year. Let alone barely used. Didn't use at all. The next prompt is a deck that, oh, my most recent edition. I have to move over. Okay, so I got this as a Christmas present. It was on my wish list, so I can't be upset. The Illustrated Herbiary Collectible box set. And if you are new here, I have the Illustrated Herbiary already, the original version with the cards that are tucked in the back here. And I have used it. Not a lot, but I have used it. This is... Ooh. I thought those cards were going to go flying. Making sure that at least one of my mics are on. This is the box. I have not done a walkthrough or anything. I don't know that I will. The book is the same as far as I could tell. It comes with this nice silky bag, which is nice. And the big deal is bigger and thicker cards with a gold edging on them. So, yes, this is my newest edition. And I love it. I do not regret having bigger versions. I have had the other ones out and they have flown on a fairly windy day. It's like a light breeze and they just go flying. So I'm happy to have these. These are thicker cardstock. Yeah. Will I be giving up the other one? Maybe. I don't need 2 books. And I think for Maya Tall, the book was the main point. This was not meant to be like a divination tool, but it's still nice to have, right? Question or prompt number 4, a deck that isn't your usual style. Hold on. I feel like these Afro-Brazilian tarot cards are gonna go funny anytime I touch them. Okay. This. I did a walkthrough of these, but I haven't posted it yet because these were gifted to me by a very well-meaning friend, but not knowing any better. They gifted me a deck of cards that are fraudulent copies. So it's the Antique Anatomy Tarot. This is the back. And yeah, so the reason why this is not my style is because I don't have any pip decks. I had one a long time ago, like when I first started learning about tarot, and it made 0 sense to me. I kept it for years, but every time I pulled it out, I was very confused, not realizing that it was, a pip. Or I learned that it was a pip deck, but then that was it. And like, what's a pip deck? And turns out it was actually a Marseille influenced pip deck as well. So, or Marseille influenced, and I was just very confused, and I did not like numerology, so I was like, I don't want to deal with this, so I got rid of it. But yeah, I love this. I have been interested in it since I heard about its existence, or I saw it existed, but I never bought it, and it was this fraudulent copy was gifted to me, which I appreciate. I've gone back and forth about whether I should post the walkthrough, because I use walkthroughs as like me explaining my thoughts on a particular deck, my first impressions in particular. And instead of writing them down, it's in a video format, and I can refer back to it later on. And so now that's why I kind of like race to them immediately, so I can like flip through the deck or whatever. I did use that for my past life club September, and I used it for ancestor work October. So next up, my favorite pairing. We're bringing back the deck I used the most this year, and something I quite enjoyed pairing with it. Let me just put some stuff aside here. Okay, so we've got the Spirit Keeper's Tarot. This I kind of lucked out with, so that's that deck. The other one is the Soul Trees Oracle cards, which I've had for many a year. Let me pull some more out. I didn't always know what to do with this deck, though. As much as I enjoy it, I'll put that up there. You can bring those down a little bit and put those boxes above them. So if you happen across the live now, you know which decks I'm talking about, right? Right. So, Spirit Keeper's Tarot, very esoteric and whatnot, but Soul Trees, not at all. And I love it anyway. Let's see. I don't do a lot of pairings. Come on. Honestly, it's not something that I choose to do. Like, it doesn't come to me to pair decks together intuitively. I know a lot of people do, but it just doesn't occur to me. It's something I have to actively practice and try to do. I used the Spirit Keeper's Tarot, as I said, for several tarot challenges, if you will, this year. And one of them was Past Life Club September by Harry's Mystic Musing and Amethyst Ascension Tarot, right? The end of the year, I was doing a lot of Amethyst Ascension Tarot challenges. And for one or several of the questions or prompts, I wound up deciding to try Soul Trees with it. And I really like that. So like the Magus or the Magician with resistance, divine powers of the mortal spirit, like you're resisting that. It fits. I have issues. One of the issues I have with the Soul Trees Tarot is the fact that the keywords don't always match the image for me in my mind, and tarot for me is more of a visual medium than a word medium, if that makes sense, like an artistic medium than a reading medium, and so sometimes the keywords, I'm like, I go by the keywords, but I'm ignoring all of this to the card in my head, and then I argue about it with myself. So it is what it is. But yeah, the warrior is this version of the sun card, master of mystic light, and treat yourself. I just treat yourself to some sun. Be a warrior. The lovers with inner power. Like, I don't know why, but these colors also just, it's like the soul trees colors are expressing what the Spirit Keepers Tarot is saying. New World Order, Crown of the Mad Guy, with compassion. And the next cycle will be compassionate. The Reaper, passage to initiation with mystery. Come on now. Like, it just works. I don't know why, but it does. And as someone who doesn't usually pair decks and doesn't intuitively think, oh, I should pair decks, it's amazing. The Outlaw, sacrifice and redemption with the beginning. I thought that. Like, visually, not exactly the most amazing pairing, but I like it. Let me move these closer so you can see them better. We have the healer with gifts of the spirit and birth. We've got the apocalypse, last judgment with teach. So like it's a time for you to learn something or to teach. The keeper, which is one of the fool cards, or spirit in petition of spirit with renewal. The erudite hermit of mysteries with prosperity. That is a fascinating combination in my eyes. The empress with tranquility, and again, I feel like the colors in the soul trees are really expressing what the Spirit Keepers Tarot is saying. Gloria Mundi, Orania's Gate. Like the angel with a divine higher genius and new path emerging. So yeah, they work so well together and so surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I picked up the soul trees with that particular practice because I was thinking, oh well, or not oh well, literally, but I think it would work with that section of the Past Lives Club September prompts, but it was just, they were so easy to read together. I was shocked. All right, let me see what the next prompt is. Okay, favorite deck, mod, bag, or accessory bought or made. So I'm going to, my head is going to leave for a second now. One. Okay. Okay, so Okay, you guys, sorry about that. Let me change the layout real quick. There we go. All right, so the reason why I had to switch things up here real quick is because of what I need to show you. It says favorite deck mod, which I haven't done at all this year, bag or accessory. I have plenty of accessories. However, the one that I decided to highlight uh, today is technically this tablet, but more importantly, Samsung Notes, and just so you can see it closer, I mentioned Amethyst Ascension Tarot, and I really have to give it to them. They created these digital journals. They create tons, and they have several in their Ko-fi shop. I will put a link in the description at the end of this live. But I think my favorite is the Ancestral Work October journal. And actually, let me just double check that this one doesn't have anything super personal on it. This, well, it does. Okay, so, but not, oh, not much I could do about that. I thought I had one downloaded over here. That's not it. Bear with me as I try to make sure. Okay, yeah, this is blank. Okay. Um, so here it is. I have it opened into OneNote, I think. Where is it? OneDrive. Okay. Uh, I usually use it in. Oh, okay. Never mind. Uh, Samsung Notes on this tablet or on my phone. Right? It's 11 pages. And like she created all of this, the images, it has hyperlinks. There were various weeks. I forget how we get back. Do I press this? I don't. Oh, okay. It was the bottom key, right? Ancestry Journal, designed to use as a companion alongside your ancestry work in October with Carrie's Mystical Musings. I hope you find it a useful tool in your practice. And a link to, I think, Carrie's YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, but maybe also the divination group on Facebook. So yeah, it was a 4-week thing with extra notes, and this was the bare bones of it. I'm just scrolling through. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I felt it was absolutely great that Amethyst Ascension shared this with us because, wow. Oh, it looks like I closed my one Samsung Notes. I'm going to show you mine. Because I felt like I could not use this. And yeah, so left the cover the same. I added an extra page with some stuff. I put some text in under week 1 and some other things so I could write in or I could type in. Um, uh, Add pictures and things like that. There's still some pictures I'm missing. Some of my notes, pictures of the spreads I did and notes, which has some more book I was reading along with doing this exercise and some other stuff. And I plan to use it even more. So this digital journal created by Amethyst Ascension is my thing. That my number one accessory. Okay, let me sign back in here. Bear with me as I do that. Then we'll get to the next. The next prompt is favorite deck backs. Now, before we move on, let me. Hello again. You always want to give me private chat, and I just want the layouts. I never want private chat. Let's switch you guys. There we are. Okay. So you can see us again. Favorite deck packs. This is another recent addition. I do have a walkthrough of it. I haven't posted it yet. You'll see eventually. It was a gift, and I've leave the little Amazon gift paper in here from Robin's Reflections and the Afro-Goddess Tarot Arcanas and laybacks. Let me just put that there. This is the back of the card. I love it. Any version of this had this the African bigger continent. Jesus, I just love this. I love this so much. And you guys can look at some cards while we're here because it's great. They're holographic. It's like matte gold edging that I love. And look at those black people. They look great. This art style is not for everyone, but it's also not in every deck you see. It's not a super popular style, so why not love it anyway? So yes, that is. These are my favorite deck backs of 2024. I don't know why these are bent, but it is what it is. I have to put some cards aside. Okay, the next prompt is a deck with a great theme. I actually really love this theme. I have this deck because of Robin's Reflections. I had put it on my wish list and I got it last year. Cecil Journeys Oracle cards. I love the ocean. Connect with the healing power of the ocean. This is an Oracle deck. I know this is the tarot end of year tag, but I don't care. This comes with 4 different backs because there are 4 categories. So yeah, these in particular, runner up for best back. I love this theme. Like, None of my tarot decks were going to defeat the ocean as a theme. Come now. Never. Never. Impossible. And that's okay. I guess Oracle decks are easier to have a theme with, but I don't care. This is it. The theme is the ocean. This tag is kind of based off of a booktube tag, and I also have bookish content on my channel. I feel like questions like these make it a little bit harder if you don't buy new decks every year, or if you don't have a huge, like 100 plus. It seems more than I have. So in particular of tarot decks. So okay, what's prompt number 9? A deck you wish existed or an out of print deck. I was trying to. There's plenty of decks I wish existed, like an Afro-Latine modern deck, right? Or Afro-Latine or a Hispanic Latine historical deck. It could be the 1800s, the 1700s, the 1900s, early 1900s. I would love those for tarot or oracle. There is an out of print deck that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, but it was like antique or historical spaces. There were no people or animals or anything living in the cards. And I can't remember the name of it. And later, I was going to look it up, but later on, I can do a little more research and try to figure that out and put it in the description. If you know what I'm talking about, do feel free to chime in. Okay. What card sums up my year? I meant to pull this from another deck, but I'm gonna see if I can find it here. I don't know what it looks like in this one. We're gonna say the 5 of Cups. Let me see if I can find one though. You go ahead and let me know what you think, what card you believe sums up your year. Well, I am looking for this one. I love the size of this deck and the thickness of the cards as well. Let me not get into it. I do have a walkthrough. I did talk about these things. I haven't posted it yet, and I know I haven't posted it. So I know you guys will be hearing that full commentary for the first time about it. Ah, this is a good one. This is better than the Rider-Waite-Smith. That 5 of Cups, y'all. That 5 of Cups. Loss and grief and feeling lost. I'm gonna leave those. Did I have a 5 of Cups here? I don't think so. No. Oh yeah, I did. There's a different version of the 5 of Cups. So this is the 5 of Cups from, sorry guys, the Afro Goddess Arcanas. This is the 5 of Cups from the Linestrider Tarot. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. And I don't know how well you can see it. My thumb is kind of sort of in the way, but the owl has 3 broken eggs. Doesn't look too happy about that. But there's still 2 more. Like, life goes on, literally. But yeah, feeling at a loss. Even for those who are still alive, it's like, what do you do for them? What can you do for them? Like, you can't do anything. That's how 2024 felt as a card. The next prompt: tarot practice reflection. I think this year was a little bit more natural for me. I'm going to change the layout while I talk about this part. Right? I feel like I went with my feelings more. I wasn't always following some random challenge I came across, or some other like direction for what I should be doing with my cards at that time. Or if I did follow some random challenge that I came across, like at Past Lives Club September, and which led to Ancestor Work October and Season of the Witch. Even though I did those, that was just me going with my flow, which is like I came across like, oh, I'll give it a shot. Rather than having strict plans for the year and what I was going to do when with what decks and then not. Yeah, not beating myself up if I didn't finish a challenge like October. So I did a lot. I made some notes. I did some of the 22-week study that goes with the Spirit Keepers Tarot. I did some readings for award shows. That was a big, like, oh yes, this is me, that I decided I wanted to do this. Part 2 for Goodreads to come. I really do want to reflect on those. But beyond that, what's the word? The award show idea started early this year with the Oscars and Robin's Reflections. And I knew that I wanted to try it with music. And then I did the Goodreads Choice Awards. I did the Mama Awards, which is Mnet Asian Music Awards, K-pop, Korean music, or Asian music, they say, but it's mostly Korean music, award show. And it was really interesting to hear people's thoughts when they have no frame of reference. But it's just out of the blue. The Goodreads Choice Awards was good, though I wasn't prepared for how many finalists there was. What is 10 finalists? That's crazy. For each, that was wild. Tarot for the Hard Work. I went through that book and I plan on doing more, but activities and stuff, in particular, spreading the info to the attendees of my upcoming retreat in late May. I've got 1 spot left. The Shadow Care retreat in upstate New York off of Storm King Mountain. But yeah, it's a weekend long retreat and pretty awesome, I think. So do check. Let me know. I'll put a link in the description, so if you're interested. The color in tarot was cool, and maybe I'll go back to that. There were a few more exercises. I mentioned Ancestor Work October and Past Life Club September, and I also did readings, or I didn't do readings, I pulled cards for my coven members during Beltane and Samhain and Yule most recently. So very, very interesting thing to do. So I feel pretty good about my practice. I think having a mix of some plans and going with the flow works pretty well for me. Okay, so the next prompt, oh, don't do that, just as I click the button, was number, what? Oh, 12. Pull a card for the upcoming year or a deck you want to use next year. I want to use all of my decks next year, but let me change the layout back here. And the deck I really want to use more in 2025. Like, I plan to use it a lot more in 2024, but that didn't quite work out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is why I shouldn't have done this. I'll just show you. The Herbcrafter's Tarot. Now, I know that Laura at Aquamarine 18 Tarot Books also mentioned this deck, I think, for this question, Herbcrafter's Tarot. I do have more herbal experience and knowledge. I have not gotten to try this deck as much as I would want. I did use it somewhat. These are the backs, which I love. So this could be like third place for favorite backs. But I use this more towards the end of this year as a deck for discovery and Drop 'em 78. And I'm not gonna explain that. Like, it's something to do specifically with Drop 'em 78. I love this deck. I just want to read with it, and I also want to use it to like decide my herbal preparations and concoctions. Sorry, I thought I heard something. What was that? Is something falling over? I hope not. But I think I'm getting a feeling for how to read with this deck just on a regular basis. How you would read with other tarot cards, though the guidebook also gives you some crafting things on the bottom for each card. So, like, where are we? We are Black Claws, 5 of Fire. Go to the 5s. And so for this card, Black Cohosh, which I don't even know where to get. The crafting with the channel anger into activism, support United Plant Savers' efforts to preserve this plant. Use Black Cohosh tincture to harness the power of your changing energy shifts. Craft a rattle of power with Black Cohosh seeds. 3 of water. Let's see. Lemon balm. I love lemon balm, and I have access to it. Enjoy fresh lemon balm tea to lift your spirits. Invite friends for a tea party and share your joys over dishes of lemon balm sorbet. I've never had lemon balm sorbet. Dip lemon balm posy into sacred water. Sprinkle it around to brighten dark and stagnant places. I love that. So that's an option. The connecting with the herbs, invite an encounter, learn the science, create, honor stories, rehearsals. Wait. There's what's craft activities. You can make an elixir, a cordial, a flower essence, honey and incense, kombucha, oil, oxymel, palm tint. Oh, like that. Pesto, a salve, a scrub, a steam, and a syrup. A tea with barks and roots, or cold infusion, or flowers and leaves, standard infusion, a tincture, or vinegar. And like, I feel like doing a lot of that invites them to be, that's how you learn more about these herbs and let them have them become plant allies. So I would like to use this deck more in that sense. So its structure is also very different. You're all gonna watch me fight with this box. You are going to watch me fight with this box because I can't take it. Hey, Robin, I talked about you a couple of times already. Have a good evening and thank you for the happy anniversary. Totally appreciate it. But that is the end of the end of year tarot tag. If you want to let me know what your answers are, do that. Pop them in the comments down below. And I'm gonna see if I can answer the end of year reflections questions relatively quickly, or should I do another video? I already answered most used tarot. It will be the same answer. Let us take a minute to answer some questions. If you were not here for that earlier, you can go ahead and answer that question. The next one is the most used oracle deck. And if you don't have like a tracker, and I might have one this year, you could look, if you were journaling your decks this year, you can look at those. You can look at, well, that's what I did to figure out what was my most used deck, my most used tarot deck. My most used oracle was for the, oh, I lied. The question earlier of a deck you didn't use at all, Afro-Brazilian. I did use the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. I forgot. It was for Best Picture Academy Awards. That's okay. Color Mage Oracle, the Light Seers, Tarot. I think that will be harder. Herbcrafter, Sea Soul, Black Moon. Okay, the next question. What? Oh, if you know your most used oracle, you can go ahead and write that down. I'm still trying to figure it out. Biggest disappointment. I don't know what to say about that. I think that's why I was hesitant on doing this. What was my biggest disappointment? Maybe that I didn't do study. That didn't work with the Earthcrafter's Tower. The Herbcrafter's Tower. It would be something like that. Something I didn't get to do. Oh, I didn't finish the October, which was really great. I totally want to go back to that. That was by Ever Onwards, and using the 5 senses to study the Thoth Tarot. Oh, that. Prop number 4 is a deck I wish I worked with more. The Herbcrafter's Tarot. And Mystic, Magic, Mystic, I don't know. Mystic Magic cards, I will find them and show them. Tarot and Witchcraft book that I enjoyed this year. Bay video on my channel. Ooh. And 7 goals for my channel in 2025. So we're going to take a little break. Put a little music on for you. And we will come back with the answers to those questions, right? Actually, let me cancel that. Let me just make a new one. But you can start writing in your answers if you know them below. Okay, guys. So, I thought that was supposed to be a banner, not... Oh, it's supposed to be a ticker. Oh yeah, there we go. Scroll across the bottom. I didn't put that part. But yeah, so that being said, I'm gonna owl music for those 10 minutes. As we all think about the answers to our questions. And we'll be right back. Okay, guys. We're back. Hello, 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 hello. If you're just joining us, this is my tarot year in review I'm doing while on the anniversary of tarot content on my channel. Welcome back. We took a little 10-minute break, so honestly, I can use the restroom and also like figure out my responses to the tag of end of year reflections, and I completely botched it because I also meant to look up who did this tag. Let's see. It was a bunch of tarot tubers. This is, oh yeah. Well, the first part of this was a VR to Chanel Days. This is, Cosmic, Lunar Soul, Priscilla's Tarot Corner, 3 Degrees of Love are the channels. Let me... Yes, they did a stream a couple weeks ago. And yes, those 3 creators. So I did see this on Aquamarine 18 Tarot and Books channel as well, so I'll link everybody once the live stream is over. So I already mentioned my favorite deck of the year was the Spirit Keepers Tarot. Actually, let me switch these around. This is easier. The Spirit Keepers Tarot, Revelations Edition. This is the first print of the Revelation Edition. My favorite Oracle, I can't exactly choose, or was it favorite? Most used tarot deck, sorry. Most used Oracle deck. I used my Oracles pretty equally. Like, I use the Soul Trees, the Sea Soul's Journey, and the Fairies Oracle. Honestly, the award show readings, I tried to like throw everything into those, so pretty much all my whole collection got used in those. And as for other uses, yeah, those 3 are pretty even. I only have 2 of them out. I'm not gonna go get the Fairies Oracle. You know what that looks like. The biggest disappointment was not finishing October, and I'll somehow try to get back to that. I did start filming, I don't know if it would be considered a vlog, but I did start filming it, so I do want to a little bit more into that. I was enjoying the prompts and things. I mentioned it earlier, it was created by Ever Onward, so I'll link, I think they made a playlist, so I'll link to that. Prompt number 4 is a deck you wished you worked with more. I kind of mentioned the Herbcrafters, but the other one, which I could not for the life of me probably remember the name, is the Making Magick cards by Priestess Moon. I kind of had a plan and to do more spell work this year, and using this deck, these are the backs, was like supposed to help with that, and it didn't. I just didn't use it, and so this is not the only reason I didn't do as much more spell work this year, but it was yeah, I just avoided all of the things that I said would help me. This is one of them. These cards are pretty cool. I got them secondhand from another tarot tuber whose name I'm forgetting at this moment in time. But I mentioned it. I have a walkthrough of this, so I mentioned it in the walkthrough. So yeah, it's a mini deck. And it's glossy, which makes it perfect for spilling candle wax and oils on, not getting it damaged. Okay, prompt number 5. I'm looking down at my phone again here. A tarot witchcraft book you enjoyed this year, and I have one in particular. Let me see if I can share an image of it. I don't own the book, but I know I added it here. Well, this won't even let me. Okay. I will pull it up on my screen here. The book is Tarot for the Hard Work by Maria Minas. And I read it physically and I listened to the audiobook as well. Please excuse the man dying in the background. No, my father is not feeling well, so that's what that's about. Here we go. This is what the book cover looks like. I love this. I need to buy a copy. The subtitle is An Archetypal Journey to Confront Racism and Inspire Collective Healing. I feel like this book also would be helpful with confronting other isms or other prejudices that we as human beings tend to have. And I can't help but recommend it to everyone. I definitely want my own copy so I can work on the activities. This is not a book just for white people or non-black people. Though the author is a Black woman from the United States, so it has that perspective, but I feel like it could be used intersectionally as well. And I'm definitely planning on heavily recommending it and referring to it, all the things, in the upcoming Shadow Care Retreat. I believe that our prejudices are some of the shadows within us. Just acknowledging them is shadow work. Working to change them is shadow work. And making yourself a better human being. So, yes, prompt. Number 6, a favorite video you made for your channel. This was also difficult, but I'm gonna pull up my channel. Once again, this is because, or I'm having issues because none of my devices, which are all mobile, will StreamYard won't let me screen share. Okay. Here we go. We've got part of the Garden Arcana thing, which was for last year, but part 7, which I didn't get out till the beginning of this year. So like just completing it. I feel very proud of this video because it's like it's the last one. I finally did it. The Study With Me live streams that we do every Saturday morning. I've been wanting to do this for over a year now, and the fact that I'm doing them is great. So you can join me and others to study your decks, study and learn about tarot or oracles, read books that have to do with them, or astrology, any other divination system, Marseille, or yeah. The Marseille version, I'm sorry, I'm listening to the stupid coughing. Or you want to study and learn astrology or charm casting, you can join us. I just have some time for you to do that. I also really like doing the aspirational tarot video. All of these Mama Awards videos, I was persistent. I did all of the prompts. I mean, all of the awards. And look at that. That was, I don't even know how many videos anymore, but it was a lot of them. That's insane. Okay. I did them. So I'm proud of those videos and that work. The last prompt is goals for 2025. The heat is coming up, so if you hear any ambient noises, that is why. I'm not making any fast and hard rules for 2025. I mean, there's some stuff I do want to finish. I do want to do the second Goodreads Choice of Blades video. That's just like an after one. I want to catch up on some deck studies. I want to I want to finish the deck and walk, which, you know, I kind of fell off on during Capricorn season. So that would go up until March if I can. I do want to finish off October, which is, I guess, like a deck study, and one I didn't plan, but one that was fun. I just didn't have the time to finish, and other than that, I really want to go with the flow. I'm talking specifically about the tarot divination content on my channel. I want to go with the flow with what I'm interested in and what I'm feeling, and not like second guessing it. Continue just doing tags that interest me, that fit my collection. A lot of tags are deck based, like a prompt for this deck and a prompt for that deck, and I have less than 30 decks. Just less. I think I have 29. But like the prompts would be the same over and over again. I don't want to keep saying the same decks in many different videos. So yeah. I might do them, like write them down in my tarot journal, but otherwise, yeah, doing walkthroughs as I get new decks. I'm not planning to buy any new ones. Well, that's not true. There's still 2 that one came out in November and another one has been delayed. So I would like those very strongly. Those are top of my mind. But otherwise, yeah. Maybe do some spirit work. Maybe some more award show readings. Though the other thing I really wanted is readings for book characters or book series and TV series. It's kind of like a real people readings type of thing, just to see where the plot may be going or what have you before I read them. And that, as far as the book series go, that would be like an overlap for the bookish and the tarot or divination content on my channel. As far as the TV series, I don't know. I'm always behind. So who knows? Who knows? But there's a couple that I've finished that maybe I can be like, well, what do I see the future of these characters being like? I don't know. If that's something that interests you, let me know in the comments, and we can discuss. But yeah, so that is the future of the divination content on my channel. Let me know if you've got your own channel, one goal you have for it, and what was your favorite video that you did in 2024. If you don't have one or you don't feel like answering that, let me know what was your most used decks, tarot and oracle. Oh, I forgot to take down this banner. I've been chatting away like we still here. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Take a moment now to stretch and hydrate, because we've been at this for a little over an hour and a half, though I'm happy with that. Stretch though. Get that blood flowing. Don't get too stiff. Links in the description to everything I've mentioned are every one. List out the decks there. I'm not gonna put links to where you can buy them. You can find them. I believe you. I believe in you. There's a link to my Etsy shop, which is currently on vacation, but there's also a 10% discount code, so you can check it out when it reopens on the 14th. There's a link to my Patreon where I offer exclusive content, and you might want to check that out. But yeah, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, which means I will be live tomorrow for my first Journal With Me live stream of 2025. And the plan is that the first Journal With Me of every month is going to be a divination one. I will be setting up my new divination journals. Yeah, I said that, journals. Because one thing is digital journaling. Thank you, Amethyst Ascension, for really pushing that idea. But yeah, that is it for me today, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.